It's 5 to 9 a.m. here in Ireland. My mum was like, "John, you're not drinking. 8 a.m. No, I'm waiting for you to go to work so you don't know that I'm still drinking." He's not honest, you know what I mean? Might break her heart, but at least, it's the gospel, heartbreaking, honest truth. Alright, um, yeah, I was gonna. Thankfully, you don't have to experience what I just. Pardon me. Anyway, um, this is for Australian kids, and not for all of you fucking gypsies out there that like seeing Australian girls shaking their ass on TikTok. Because you're all going to be suddenly deprived of all the beautiful Australian people, aren't you? Or fucking kids. Yeah, I just going to make sure. I'm like talking to Germany as well. Why is this stupid? Australia, what's going on, mate? Alright, what's going on, bruv? Yep, sassy. You got a really clever kid named Jared Wright, who might have been coveted by the Illuminati for being so awesome, and I highlighted the fact that he's so freaking awesome and intelligent and absolutely freaking skits out. Amazingly fucking genius. Australia, well done. Good sperm. Well, alright, bro. Let's make sure Jared's alright. Would you check in on Jared? YouTube got erased and it got replaced by a Jared fan club or something. And the chronology, they're so white boys. They chronologically organized, like the Big Les show, everything from Sassy Sasquatch, and they try to. They're so white, pain, chronologically organized. And what fucking year is it? Dunno, mate. Pretty sure in like the 3rd century or something. I was like, how could you even do that? Even with the power of AI, organize Sassy, Big Les, and all of that crap in chronological order. Not sure what fucking decade. We've always been around, like, since the beginning of fucking time. Like, how can you? Anyway, it annoyed me. Some white boy. I wanted to put it all in order. And then see this whole schematic of it. We've always been around, mate. Pretty sure there was like a dinosaur for a while. Those skits. And then there was like a big flashlight. And then you slept through. Yeah, it was pretty. There was a lot of snow. I woke up for a while and it was real snowy. And fuck, I can't remember what happened then. Don't understand your question, mate. Anyway, Australia. What? Being like Germany? Stupid. Is it legalizing weed? That was really clever, Germany. Germany, please enforce fascist standardization of European policy all across Europe. Everybody must do what Germany does, unless it's like going to war because they do everything great. Standard, you have to. How can I legally bring a case to the EU to say every EU country now must legalize marijuana? I'm just saying, it's just a stress. It's like, you repress things like homosexuality, they get dirty, and you're repressing things that are like marijuana. Anyway, I think it ought to be Australian legislation that you have to take THC. Like, the government will pay for it and fucking enforce it into you, and everybody must get stoned. That's really good Australian kind of legislation, isn't it? Everybody must get stoned. That was actually about crucifying or punishing people. Bob Dylan's. You'll get in trouble for doing anything in life. You'll get in trouble when you're trying to play your guitar, but you get in trouble when you're trying to drive your car. You get in trouble when you're out in the meal. You get in trouble for a little shady deal. But I would not feel so all alone because everybody is trying to get a bit stoned. And I'm in Australia talking sense, talking no nonsense here. Right. Australia, you banned stuff I don't know. You banned mainline social media. I've never had a Facebook, so I don't even know what it's called, Instagram or Facebook. And you banned it, haven't you? It's long-winded. 4 minute declaration. Really flowering up one fucking idea. You're really stupid. You know, I'm just saying offensive Germany. Or not Germany, Australia. You'd kick the shit out of me, wouldn't you? Fucking Aussies. It's a really silly idea. You know, I look great, don't I? Yeah, kids aren't stupid. Like they used to have blocks on computers in school. Australian kids get paid to go to school, and that's a great idea. I know it actually fucking is my time and my effort to make your country better. Get paid to go to school. Fucking right, you do. 100 and something euro a week, €190 a week to go to school. Fucking motivation. Yeah. Well done, Australia. Smart out. But anyway, it didn't pay off, did it? Because you're not really smart. Kids aren't stupid. Like when we had in school, we had blocks on these. You couldn't use the internet unless for any of this, but you could get around it. Like you could just screw with the computer and you could override it. I was in university actually, and they had blocks on things like social media because they didn't want all the fucking free internet to be clogged up with all their fucking Facebooks. I could easily hop over it. I could get around it in 2 seconds. Like, I'm saying, kids aren't. You can't stop them. You know what I mean? You can't stop the kids. You've banned them off to Facebook or whatever it is, or I don't know what these things are. Instagram or WhatsApp is got away with it. It's not social media; it's a communication device. They're going to look. Like they're going to find dodgier ways of social media, things that are less monitored and less supervised by the big chains like Instagram or you gotta owe me money now. Instagram, you owe me. Scratching my back. They're just gonna find weird, dodgier ones. Like you ban Instagram, but you ever heard of Moo Moo? No. Well, all the kids are on Moo Moo now. Yeah, all the kids are on Moo Moo. And you ban Moo Moo. Oh, you never heard of Jing Jing? Oh, yeah, all the kids are on Jing. You can't. It's only gonna get dodgier because you're again repressing something and squashing it down. And the kids are gonna look for dodgy alternatives because you made it illegal. And they're Australian kids, they're not fucking stupid, man. And I'd like to remind you again, fucking neighbours. Fucking neighbours. Alright? Neighbours. Fucking hate the neighbours. Get off my fucking lawn. Oh, did you walk across my lawn? I'm gonna fucking kill you. No, you fucking. Neighbours. Everybody needs good neighbours. I was looking at Australia on a map actually last night. I knew it was Botany Bay. I fucking knew it was Botany Bay. Like the birthplace of white Australia. The death of Australia. But they moved from there to Sydney in like 6 days. So Botany isn't even important or something. Brits went and found some nice port. I just thought it was Botany Bay. And I was looking at the Australian map. I was like, where the fuck is Botany Bay? You think it'd be a big fucking place? I was like, oh no, they didn't care for it. They moved down south or something. Botany Bay. Huh. I'm on the Bombay Sahara. Thanks, guys. Well done, Victoria. There's a place. It's the very southwestern point of Australia. Not Virginia. What's the other place? Not Virginia. It's not Perth either. Is it Perth? It might be Perth. It looks like the greatest place in the world. Very southern, western point of Australia has a city. There's no fucking neighbours. There's just absolutely nobody. And it's nice here on the southwestern coast. There's really no breeze. There's probably great surf at the same time. It's probably fucking peachy. Walking on the beaches, looking at the beaches. I always thought that was a silly lyric. What the heck is that about? You figure things out after you grow up a bit and you stay around. Like, walking on the beaches, looking at the beaches. Girls' bums in bikinis. Walking on the beaches, looking at the beaches. Plump. Yeah, like when I was a kid, I was like, have I got news for you? Yeah, you know what I mean? Australia. Neighbours. Fucking neighbours. There was a lot down in it. Have I got news for you? I did. One day I'll understand these jokes. Parents are laughing at all this weird grown-up crap. And then they bring out the weird spirally fun kids thing because it's all a big fucking kidsy joke. And that was awesome, for like, 20 seconds. And it keeps the kids. Actually, they kind of got rid of those silly things. You lost the kid, you lost your juvenile audience. Like Instagram in Australia. And by getting rid of the funny jokes. And you'd see a man on, can't remember anyone's name, breaking his shit laughing. This must be like Whig and Tory, isn't it? What the fuck is that? Oh yeah, one day I'll grow up and I'll understand these jokes. Be grown up. Legally play darts and things in the pub. And I'll be able to understand these jokes, and one day I'll laugh like my grown up parents. But anyway, I grew up and it's not funny, it's ha 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 ha. Neil, is it? I can't remember his name. Yeah, it's not funny now. I grew up now and I understand the jokes, and it's still not funny. I didn't pitch that. My delivery wasn't great in that one. So that was a big setup for that one. Yeah, I'd love to be on that show. Fucking meant to be on it. What is it? Oh, Lavrov. Love Lavrov. It's Lavrov. He's still alive. He's fucking must be good at stuff. Lavrov, Russian's foreign minister, obviously. Lavrov. Medals and shit now. Hero. Legendary. He has to speak Japanese. Like, he can probably speak Japanese. He's the foreign minister for Russia. He speaks everything. He speaks Ukraine. Yeah, variation of Russian. It's not Kiev, it's Kiev. Oh shit, sorry, no, I didn't mean to offend you. It's Kiev, not Kiev. Oh, yeah, no. Independent, you know what I mean? Independent countries. I'd rather be like a global, that's a good idea. Merz or Germany or Lavrov. It'd be a global fucking institute that keeps an eye on independent countries. So dodgy. Independent countries. Ukraine, Ireland, my country. Oh, there's little prostitutes. They just give it all away. Oh, come to my country. I'll let you get away with anything. No, we run the whole show now. Yeah, we're independent. No, yeah, we've no opposition. We have Sinn Féin. This is a pretend opposition. We keep stupid people around to kind of pretend to be our opposition. They're good for their purposes, And they are there for that reason. It's like, yeah, just keep your opposition really stupid and politically invalid, and you'll have no problems whatsoever. Yeah, Sinn Féin. Pew. Not even a real party. It's a terrorist organization that fucking got political to make more noise. I got a brain tumor and things set it off and start stressing me. Thinking about Sinn Féin at 9 a.m. It's cold. Oatmeal and Bombay Sapphire. Thanks, Queen Elizabeth. Wonderful produce you've sourced and brought to my country. Well, as far as I'm concerned, when Queen Elizabeth break Ireland's balls turned up in this country, it was just a fucking wasteland full of farmers that couldn't grow a potato with 15 kids starving to death in cholera. So, thanks for the gin and tonic and Bombay and civility and, health. A bit of gentrification wouldn't hurt you there, Paddy, but no, they're gentrified. How about the IRA? Hairy, scary IRA. How did they get away with that? They were celebrated by Britain. It's like Skywards because they're from the Northern Ireland, so they're kind of British. Balaclavas and kneecap, it's filthy. I was so offended in every event, and they can't even fucking spit a rhyme and fucking couldn't in time, couldn't keep a microphone or a PA in line. It was a bad joke, and then I actually saw they turned into some comedy sketch or something. They are a bad joke. So offensive. Kneecap. Shooting people in the knees with guns. It's scary, it's traumatic. People are still alive and victims of such trauma and horrible things. And balaclava is just set up. They scare me. They terrify my sister. It's ingrained in our heads. Balaclavas are ugly and fucking scary. I don't know how to get away with that shit. Anyway, what was I talking about? Kneecap. Fuck. Rubber Bandits are okay. I like those guys. They're fun. Yeah, they can't even fucking rhyme. I was watching them in Glastonbury. Watching everybody Glastonbury. Everybody sucked balls. They were so crap, it was painful. Me, like, here at home, Sid Barrett in my mum's attic. Anyway, oh, this is like vagina monologues turn pretty fucking weird. What was I talking about? Kneecap. Oh, I let loose a trail of thought. Northern Ireland, Jerry Adams is dead and replaced. Robbery? This is robbery. Yeah, you fucking robbed me, fucking gypsies, and you're trying to get paid. Oh yeah, the big hairy scary IRA. You know, right? Yeah. A lot of history for dissing on loyalists. People that were happy to work with Britain and get a few shillings, get a position at privy, get your kids fed. And they didn't mind. And they were called traitors to freedom and independent Ireland. Traitors, man. Sold us out for a cup of soup. You know what I mean? They break so many people's balls over that shit. And they're all over these Miami Rockefellers. And they're greasing their balls so much. You know? Oh, I'd like to see you take on Damien Rockefeller Rothschild. I was like, use absolute, your kids, you probably do have kids and they're probably in social services and IRA, aren't starving to death, you know what I mean? You don't need a cup of soup so bad. And you're all so fucking loyal. You just loved them so much. Damien Rothschild's going to Miami, mammy. You absolute hypocritical fucking traitors. IR, what? My granddaddy taught the IRB how to hold a gun. My great grand uncle was the military. He served Queen Victoria in India for the British Army, and he came back with all their and taught you fucking gypsies how to hold a hurley. And to clean shoes on your fucking body when you're dead, boy. Don't worry about your shoes. There'll be clean shoes on your dead body. Don't worry. Yeah. Soft boys, you know. IRA, right? Don't pay taxes. Like, what kind of Nazis are they? Like, I'm a Nazi. I wouldn't pay taxes. You think they'd be like, oh, I love paying taxes. Love paying my taxes. Make the country better. They're not tax dodging swine. Or they rob their own post offices. That's what I was about to say. It's like, the IRA are the kind of guys that are so informed and organised. They rob their own national post offices. It's not like the lads went into the GPO for the cash. You know what I mean? They think they're fucking deadly. And it's like, you're everything you're not supposed to be. Like you're not you're not this. You're not that. Arthur Guinness is spitting on you. I've seen it happen. You're not GPO's General Post Office in Ireland. There's a little fucking rebellion and they took over the post office to kind of grab the country and the Brits by the balls. And they weren't in there for the cash, you know. These little muppets are running around in their granddaddy's pajamas, robbing their general post, their own post office for the cash. This fucking Nazis. I didn't take everybody to Nazi school. No, that's me. Everybody can. Oh, that's my fucking beautiful pose. I mean, everybody in Nazi school. My great and very intelligent white boy friend, angry, super intelligent Luke. His name is Luke. Enlightened me, liberated me, educated me at 21 years age, and told me what the fucking word Nazi means. What do you think Nazi means? Racist, horrible, self-supreme bigot, to the point that you're going to stamp people to death and with big boots, skinhead, and no, let me tell you, as my big skinhead, as you can see. Hitler wasn't even racist. I'm not getting into this. Hitler wasn't even. Obviously, Hitler was the first place he went was Africa. He mocked the French for using African slaves, like, you know. That's what Nazi means, nationalism. Nationalism. I've already said this a million times because you just don't listen, do you? Waving your fucking people in my town, right? Big fucking pay for these 500-year pole flags. Wave a big fucking gigantic tricolour all over town. It probably costs a bit of cash. I wouldn't mind putting a big fucking Prussian war flag on a fucking pole, you know what I mean? But I can't get away with that because I'm a Nazi. They can get away with their big tricolours and waving Chucky our law. Waving your national flag and singing your national anthem and banging your national drum is being a Nazi. Funny thing about the event, Adolf Hitler wasn't a Nazi because he hated his own country, Austria. He went away to Germany. That's what I'd fucking do as well. Shaking hands with BB. Yeah, you move away to some nice country. Maybe Erdogan has some bit of common sense. I might go to Erdogan's hilarious. Fucking love him. Gangster. Like he's just turned into like the godfather of fucking. He doesn't like he used to be energetic and all, but like he's just reclined now and he's just. Can you see my hand here? He's a fucking godfather. He doesn't even say anything anymore. Just little bits here. Fucking hilarious. Macron and Starmer. And Erdogan's there saying nothing, on top of things. And he turns to Macron and he's like, this guy, you know this guy. UK left the European Union and stuff. So he's turned to Macron and he's like, this guy, you work with this guy? I don't know. Erdogan's fucking hilarious. Far exceeded the death toll of Adolf Hitler. BB. Thanks, Erdogan. Standing up with some fucking balls. Maybe Erdogan has the cash to stand up and be reasonable. I think Germany. Mertz or Hertz or whatever your name is. I know what's happening. I know, Hertz, I'm not stupid. BB owes you money. I'm not stupid. BB owes you money, and you're keeping BB close and friendly, aren't you? That's why you're still shaking hands with him, because you wouldn't. I feel like Fruza Bakovic, but because you wouldn't, in your right sense of mind, Derek. You're not well, Derek. You wouldn't shake hands with a genocidal monster. You're escaping that guilt of being shaking hands with genocidal monsters. He owes you money, doesn't he? Breaking everybody's balls. BB owes you cash, and you're keeping him close and pretending to be his friend to make sure he fucking pays. And you know who's going to pay you? You robbed the fucking French crown jewels. He's going to pay you. It's Germany wouldn't mind. They're probably both in on it together. That is a very German Jewish effort, isn't it? Steal the fucking French crown jewels. Yeah. Again, yeah, I think they're thick as thieves. I don't know. I know Schindler's List, right? It's going to tell you something. Schindler's List is a movie about a wealthy Jewish person who ran a death camp in Austria or something. Big secret. Nobody knows that. Schindler's List is about a wealthy Jew that ran a death camp. So we have one story about why wealthy Jews are running death camps in Europe. It's probably a lot more movies you owe me, Spielberg. Yeah, probably owe me a lot more movies about wealthy Jews that were running the death camps. With the Swiss. I hate Switzerland. Turning up like Auschwitz with their hastily painted jeeps. Swiss Red Cross, hastily painted. Oh, good guys, here to save you. And they drove them for like 2 blocks around the corner. Swiss never left the camps. Run the whole fucking thing. There's another independent country you want to keep a fucking eye on, Switzerland. Eye on Swiss, Irish and stuff. You know what they do as well, independent? They have all their friends over from America. Sodomites, kiddie killers. But they have to cater for all of their foreign excellent tastes in kiddie killing and stuff. So places like Switzerland, Ireland and Ukraine become like these weird hubs for loads of fucking, you can do whatever in our country. Oh yeah, international amnesty, tax-free, kids, families, come and take it all. Central bank, Dublin. No, it's now Rockefeller Tower. And they got an extension. They wanted to keep going up. You know, I see the Americans because they're always going up, aren't they? Building some fucking Dubai Tower in Cork. Oh my god. Anyway, it's stressing the brain tumor again. To sum up, I got a voice from God recently. It's like, you said enough. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I think I'm in trouble. You fucking said enough. I was like, you said enough. I'm very worried that it's the other one. You don't really fucking said enough. I hope it's proud. You said it all, my son. You did it. But I'm fairly certain it's the other one. I don't. You said enough. Zip it. To sum up, it's now 10 a.m. or something.